Mutual aid is
utilities helping each other
when crews will go assist
some sort of a event
for storm events, major outages.
Responding to or sending out groups
where we give help
to help your neighbor.
We have mutual aid agreements with both municipalities and investor-owned utilities around the state of Texas. And then we're also part of a larger group with the APPA, the American Public Power Association, and that's really nationally. You can travel throughout the United States and places like Puerto Rico and assist public power utilities in restoring their power if they need the help.
Hurricane Harvey barreling into the Texas coastline as a Category 4 storm with 130-mile-an-hour winds.
This has the potential to be an epic, historic flood unlike any we've ever seen.
There's a real danger this storm is being underestimated.
That was a really interesting storm. That was quite a powerful storm that came in. Harvey, it didn't just come in and go out. I mean, it came in, hung around for a while, then made another loop.
It's any major thunderstorm that comes through town. I mean, we just end up crews working around the clock, swapping people over on shifts. Just 16 hours and then get your rest period, 16 hours, get your rest period.
We had a request from the mutual aid group to provide assistance, but we were dealing with our own restoration, so we want to make sure that we're taking care of our customers here at home before we send resources off.
We worked for 4 days in the pouring rain. No matter what kind of clothes you put on, you were wet, just wet. And all your vehicles were wet inside, and all your paperwork was wet, and all your computers were wet.
Austin Energy committed some resources we sent down to the area to get their customers back in service.
We had actually put together a group of 30 employees that were ready to respond to the Gulf Coast. So AEP was looking for resources, the Gulf Coast area was looking for resources.
By the time that we had responded to, getting our stuff together, their needs had already been met down in Houston. So it's like, okay, we don't need you guys, let's go ahead and stand them down.
Within the week, I think it was, that Jacksonville Electric Authority, JEA, reached out for our assistance with Hurricane Irma.
This morning, Jacksonville is seeing the worst flooding in nearly a century.
I want you to take a look at some of the debris that we're seeing on the ground. Things are starting to fly around in the air. Signs are breaking off.
But the storm surge is historic for the Jacksonville area as a whole.
Okay, phonetically that's H-I, that's how storms are named. So this was literally the next storm to come.
What was unique about that was the whole state of Florida was going to be impacted by that hurricane. We started refocusing our efforts on providing assistance to Jacksonville Electric Authority in Florida.
I mean, if it's not grounded, it's not dead.
They want to know who wants to go.
And that's the way we're going to live, right?
They don't want to just ask somebody to go that doesn't want to be there. And I've always enjoyed going and helping out, so, and the interesting things that you